Wow. I'm humbled to be in this room tonight. I almost wasn't in this room tonight. My flight got canceled. It was raining cats and dogs in Wisconsin. But it allowed me the opportunity to think about another moment I had in an airport. About a half a year ago, I was in Tampa, and I started searching my phone to find out whether I still had a photo I took while I was waiting to return to my children in Wisconsin. I was in the airport, and it was one of those beautifully backlit posters that has the gorgeous photograph and the meaningful saying. And I found it. It's right here. The beautiful saying says, "Be the voice for those who have no voice." And the picture is of a whale. Now, don't get me wrong, I love whales. My children love whales, except for the one who swallowed Pinocchio. But I love my children more than I love whales, and I will be the voice for those who have no voice, but I will be the voice for people. Friends, life is the cornerstone of a civilized society. If you stack building blocks on shifting sand, surely your building will fall. If you stack your laws, your constitution, your social mores on a cornerstone that is not strong, surely your society will fail. We in this room need to continue to be the voice for those who have no voice and not build our society on shifting sand, and instead stick to the foundation that is firm, the cornerstone that is human life. Now, I'm sure that I have a story that's similar to a lot of the moms in this room. When I was pregnant with my second daughter, Violet, who is now 7, I was about 3 weeks away from my due date, and I went to a regular doctor's appointment, and they listened to the baby's heartbeat, and they said something that scared me. They said there was something wrong with my baby's heart. I went to the next doctor's appointment a couple of hours later because they were very concerned for the baby's health, and they said, "Ma'am, you're going to have to deliver, and it's going to have to be now." Now, any mother in that situation is very fearful for the life of her child. By that point in my pregnancy, I didn't know whether I had a girl or a boy. But I knew that I did not have a mass of cells. I knew that I had a baby. And I prayed, "God, please save this child's life." And I'm thankful to tell you today that He did. My daughter is 7, and that affirmed my commitment to life. Years later, I had another affirmation. I had doctors looking at my belly again, believe it or not. In 2010, I was running my first ever statewide election for lieutenant governor. I was running against 5 guys, most of whom had done this before. Let's say I was not exactly the pick of the litter. I only came in first once that summer, and I was first voted off the ballot at my state convention's endorsement process. But throughout the campaign, I started belly aching, and I attributed it to too many chicken dinners and shrimp boils, fish fries, pancake breakfast. But on this one particular day, 2 weeks before my September primary election, the doctors were looking at my belly, and they said, "Ma'am, you have a grapefruit-sized tumor. You have colon cancer." And at that moment, I prayed again. And I said, God, please save my life. I'm grateful to tell you that 2 weeks later, I got out of the hospital cancer-free just in time to get to the polls, vote for myself, and win by 20 points. And fight on another day for a cause I believe in, the cause of human life, to be the voice for those who have no voice, because we know that God promises in Jeremiah 29:11, to our most vulnerable, even to those unborn. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to not harm you, prosper you. Plans for hope and plans for a future. Thank you for fighting for the future of this country, and thank you for this award.